Guys, did you know this about Bumble? If you set your age to a certain level, Bumble will then match you with users who fit that exact same criteria. Let's give an example. Let's say I put my age as 42. If I'm attracted to women under that age, is Bumble going to show those women in my profile? Probably less than the actual women who match my age. Because the way Bumble works is it's all followed by an algorithm. Users in the 40s get matched with users in the 40s much more frequently than they would with people in their 20s. Now, you might think that's okay, but if you're somebody who genuinely wants to date younger women, Bumble is actually going to really make this quite difficult, unless you do what some people do, which is to lower their age on the app. Whilst that's actually very dishonest, there's no reason why you can't set up a Bumble account giving a slightly lower age than your real age. But then, think about this. You're going to have to use photos which suggest that you're younger than your real age, which either means you're going to have to edit those photos, or you're going to choose photos from at least a few years ago, which is instantly going to be a red flag. What you really should be doing is taking the best photos you can do that show you at your real age. That being said, why do people do this? Well, unfortunately, with dating apps, it's far too common for people to want to misrepresent themselves in subtle and not so subtle ways. And I think because usually dating apps give your age as the first thing about you, some people are worried that if they appear to be older, it's going to really limit their use of the app. And I actually feel that this is a really unfortunate byproduct of dating apps, because when people start to be dishonest, it goes towards other things. It makes it harder for people to actually trust each other. But if people say, look, I'm going to say that I'm 39 when I'm actually 43, what else could they be lying about? And plus, what's really ironic about this whole thing is if you're somebody who actually does use your real age, maybe users tend to think, is that actually their age, or have they adjusted it to appear more attractive? Like, for example, let's say somebody puts 33, are they really 35 or 36? You really actually don't know this until you meet that person, probably get to know them. And plus, who's going to pull out a driving license or a passport just to confirm their real age? The thing is, dating apps really do think age is very important, but in real life, matches aren't really just based on how old somebody is. In real life, it's obviously much easier to meet somebody and not really have this idea of their age constantly in the back of your mind. But certainly on dating apps, they make it very hard to ignore how old somebody is. So really, this is kind of one of the things which people tend to lie about most frequently. If it's men not lying about their height, they are probably going to do a little bit of playing around with their natural age. But women can see through this, I think, fairly quickly, which is why when I tried to set up a Bumble using a different account where I adjusted my age by 10 years, I was seeing a lot more younger women on the site, but I wasn't really matching with any of them. And eventually I got frustrated. Whereas on my real Bumble account, where I do show my actual age, I'm matching with a lot more women. And I'm finding that these women do tend to be of a similar age to me. I think that's just life.